What's up, gamers? I'm gonna turn off my ceiling fan and then we'll talk. Oh boy, it's really getting cooked around here, boys. Jesus Christ, dude. You feeling heat yet, bro? It's not the heat. That's not what I'm saying is cooked. It's this fuck-ass roll. It's progeny, bro. No. $90 for a few days? Bro, it hit 100 for like a weekend. I survived, but it's gonna get worse, so. It's just the beginning, bro. Oh boy. Alright, well, we're gonna talk about it, I guess. I guess I have to talk about it since I do actually want to talk about it. I wish this didn't happen. Because I feel like I've done this rant before, and I don't particularly want to do it again, but I guess I want to. Just because I've seen, there's just some dumb shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gonna post on the gram tonight. Any chance you want to be part of my after party? What does that mean? What does that mean, my friend? Expand. I could be interested. I do have work tomorrow, so it's a little bit more, you know, there's other obligations that I have. Can't say here. Send me a message and send me like, I don't know. Do I have you added? I think I have your number. I don't know if I have you added on Instagram. Are we friends on Instagram? I'm not sure. You are going to die? I might. Hey, but I've tried. I have to be cool. I'm trying to be more cool and do more shit. And so I literally just finished my gigantic film project, so I am fucking free. That shirt is a bit offensive. Not my skull V-neck, bro. You hate my skull V-neck? Oh, dude. Okay, there's some... Oh, boy. There's just trauma. There's drama. Oh, boy, there's drama. This is so stupid. Oh, fuck, man. There's just so much drama. With the Progeny event that I've been playing in, some people got banned, and I think a bunch of people are saying dumb shit, basically. By the way, West F, I would be down, but you do gotta hit me up. Send me some shit. If you really can't find my number, then just fucking send me like DM me on like Discord or Twitch DMs or something. Some people who I don't, do I really want to like fucking air out all this shit? I guess I kind of have to. I don't want to like go behind like staff's back to talk about this shit. I guess it's kind of known. Uh, um, the the person who revived me, the person who revived me yesterday, and then my close friend Novella, they both got removed from the event. Basically for being mean is kind of the explanation. And how is this it was characterized as uh severe rule 3 violations. Should we boycott? No, because it's justified. Because I'm look, I'm homies with people, but I'm not going to like defend them when they do dumb shit. I think from what I heard, it sounds entirely justified. From what I heard, cuz I heard like a little bit of the conversation that probably led to this ban. Bro, they were kind of going crazy, and I thought it was some W roleplay because like they were going off and they were like being really realistic. Apparently all that shit was like real. They were mad like for real, and I'm like, oh, okay. So it was like it was way too deep. Basically it was a case of people taking shit way too seriously. um and what we're doing right now in this event is that we are currently in the process of legislating all the fun out of roleplay, or we are legislating all the fun out of Minecraft events right now. Is what's happening, because people are so. I don't want to attack a bunch of people who kind of don't like deserve it, but it's like everybody's being stupid here, because the problem, the overarching problem that is causing all of this animosity in this particular second event is because people are too fucking attached to their characters. That is what's causing everything. People care too much. Unironically, people care too much. And it's very frustrating because it means people refuse to take risks to make things happen. um, I'm going to respond to that message. I cannot. Okay. I just got flashbanged by my phone. I'm going to continue. Okay. Look, back on topic. Look, the fucking problem with all this shit is that people care too much about their characters. And it means that they refuse to take risks to do anything. We have to think about the meta idea of what creates a good story, because that is what this entire event is about, okay? In a meta sense, your goal in a Minecraft roleplay event, your goal is to make a story that is worth being in. You want to make a story that is worth taking part in, being a character in that overarching narrative, in that cloth, in that fabric of narrative. How do you do that? Okay? What is the most important part of a story? What's the most important part of a story? Can anybody say it? All right? It's not characters. Everybody says it's characters. That is false. It is not characters. Interesting characters are not interesting because they exist as interesting characters. Conflict. Conflict is the most interesting part. And nobody wants to engage in actual, realistic, not even realistic, but actual meaningful conflict that has stakes, that has winners, that has losers. Everybody wants to engage in this fuck ass, in these little tibbles. These tiny little like we are fighting over breadcrumbs here, and it makes your entire story meaningless. It makes your story pointless. It means that no character is actually going to make major gains or make major losses because nobody wants to lose. Everybody is so terrified of losing. Everybody is so scared of like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose. My character is gonna die. My nation is gonna fall apart. Like, you fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. If you lose, that's great. You won if you lost. Don't you understand? Because if you lost, that means you were so important. You were so critical to the narrative that you got to lose. You got the honor of losing. Okay? So many people get the honor of doing jack shit, of sitting around in their fucking camps talking about horse trading or making fucking, how much money should I sell my fucking crops for? Nobody cares. Okay? That is such a minor part of this giant tapestry narrative that you don't gain anything and you don't lose anything. You're stuck in this kind of middle ground of just like of existing. You simply exist. Existing is not winning. Existing is not winning. Winning is winning. Losing is winning. Trying to do something is winning. Whether you lose or whether you win in that attempt to do something means that you have won because you are trying. That's what means something. And people are so scared of losing. People are so scared of losing. They're so attached to these characters, these made up characters that they have created, that they embody. And I understand why you care about them. I understand that you care about these characters. I understand that you want them to be successful, that you want to see your storyline to completion. But people are not willing to adapt to the demands of other people. It's like everybody is living in their own little storylines and they want to live their storyline out to completion. They have this idealized fantasy of what is supposed to happen. And that is not happening, and it frustrates them. And it means that they cannot engage with other people unless they are engaging on their level. Okay? You need, if you are going to engage in these role play things, you have to be willing to lose. You have to be willing to be the bad guy. You have to be willing to suck. You have to be willing to die. You have to be willing to do all of these things in pursuit of a better story. Because a meaningless story is when nobody dies, when nobody takes any meaningful action, and when nothing is done. That's the biggest problem with Last Event. That's the biggest problem with Last Event. That's why Progeny 1 kind of ended on this big flop, this kind of like, oh, it's because nobody wanted to take a risk. Why do you think the invasion of Eren failed? Why do you think that this giant war, everybody's not super happy with it? Because people didn't take risks. It should be hard to raid a castle. It should be difficult, but you guys weren't willing to try. That's why it sucked. Okay? I died. Because I tried to do something, because I tried to gain victory, and I ended up losing, but it didn't matter, because I mattered. Because I mattered. That's why I won, because I mattered. And people don't care about mattering, they just care about existing. And that's frustrating. That's frustrating to me, because it means that people start taking this shit really fucking personally, and it's not that deep. It's not that deep. This is, I hate saying it's just a game, because it invalidates a lot of like the personal value you put into things, like by just trying to simplify stuff down. It's like saying, oh, baseball, that's just a game where you throw and catch a ball, right? It's taking away the emotional weight of that thing. But at some point, you have to be able to distance yourself from these things, from these imaginary things that you have created. This is a game. This is a game that you try to tell a story in, and sometimes you don't get to tell the story that you want to tell. That is okay. It means that if you didn't get the story, if you didn't get to tell the story that you don't want to tell, oftentimes it's because somebody else got to tell a story that they wanted to tell, or even better, both of you had to collaborate and give and take. This is like the classic politician's dilemma. You can't get everything you want. You have to work together. You have to give and take. You're not going to get everything you want. Okay? And it's why people, like, I see dumb fucking messages like, we should just ban all conflict. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? We should ban all conflict? What the fuck? What's the point? What's the point of doing all of this? I'm not saying that war has to be the end all be all. I'm not saying that there has to be warfare at the end of all this. I'm saying that there has to be a serious threat of that happening for it to be meaningful. There has to be meaningful consequences for your failure, and nobody wants to take on those consequences. Okay? Nobody wants to take on those consequences, and it's why this fucking sucks. I'm doing something, and I'm gonna end up fucking failing. I know it. I know 99% chance that what I end up doing fails. I'm trying to kill the most important member of this entire fucking server. I am trying to single-handedly assassinate the most protected person on the entire server. I'm not going to succeed. I'm going to fail. I'm going to die. I have accepted this, and I'm doing it because it means something. Because my threat has encouraged other people to do something. Because when I try to do something, it means other people will be affected, and then stories will change, and then things will happen because I existed, because I mattered. People don't care about mattering, they care about existing, and that is the problem. You need to fight. You need to fight to be part of the story. If you passively exist, the story will happen around you. And if everybody is existing all at the same time, then there is no story. There is no narrative. There is nothing. It is meaningless drivel slop. It's a bunch of people running around doing funny accents. That's all this is. It is people running around doing funny accents. I don't want it to be that. But if everybody else continues to exist in this world where they refuse to make things happen, then what the fuck is the point? I can only do so much. I'm one person. I'm one person. I can only do so much. Okay, that's rant over. That is all. Rant over. Anybody else disagree? Real shit. True. Anybody else disagree? Look, I think I'm not going over like the most. I'm not going over like the actual things that happen because I don't really know the scope of the drama. Again, I am not like super involved in this. I don't know the entire scope of the drama. But it's like, come on, man, gold for arrows. Senator Charles, you know what I'm getting at here, okay? This is not. I'm not fucking being ridiculous here, guys. I'm not being insane, right? I'm not being insane. Just saying random bullshit. I am kind of saying random bullshit to a certain extent. Yeah, but I think what I'm trying to speak on is kind of the essence of like role play and like what is important. Where the fuck does our lore go now, dude? I'm just gonna try to fucking murk Fluxion. I might like. I actually had an idea for how I wanted to get it done. I was gonna like we can cuss. Yeah, you can say whatever the hell you want, dude. When I'm a theater kid, it's just everybody pretends to be a theater kid, but then everybody does the theater kid thing where like this is like it's partially like that one meme of when that one friend is too woke or whatever the meme is. That friend who's too woke, it kind of plays out like that a lot of the time, where it feels like we have people who are just like way too personally invested in this stuff. And it's preventing them from being able to accept that, hey, you know, other people want other, like, the best thing I ever learned from improv comedy, and I deride a lot of the things I did in improv comedy, because it was a fucking shit show, and I will own up to that. God damn it, I hated it. I can look back on improv and saying half those motherfuckers weren't funny enough. But I can say that the best thing I learned is learning how to say yes and half these fucking half of these self-proclaimed theater kids have not learned that. Okay? The best thing you can do is play in somebody else's story. Let somebody else be the main character. Play a side character and make yourself important in other ways. That's all I'm asking. I don't know. Again, I'm like, would you say I would be a cute
I just got
kid?
the whole day.
Honestly, bro, I have not seen you in so fucking long. I cannot say how you've changed in the last couple years. The Go Shibo Theory, what's up, Voxium? Can you listen to the song? I felt like there were other stuff I wanted to yap it out, and I totally forget about all of it, bro. I've been thinking about so much stuff, and I haven't been able to talk about any of it, bro. You missed a peak rant. It was like, dude, it wasn't a peak rant because it felt like so, it felt like it's like I don't understand the full context of what was going on, but I just use it as an opportunity to speak on like how to effectively roleplay. Right? That's all I did. It was just an excuse for me to say like, hey, I think the reason why this event sucks in particular is because people refuse to take meaningful risks with their character, right? Sometimes you're going to lose, and if you lose, that is good because you mattered. If you lose, you mattered. That's good. And people are trying so hard to I see some people trying very hard to do something, to win or lose or do anything, basically, to try being a meaningful character. But it's not resulting in anything because the powers that be are not reacting to them accordingly. Except for probably Aaron, honestly. Aaron, I don't hate Aaron. Aaron, like, as much as I, like, in character, as much as I want to kill the leader of Aaron, I actually think Aaron has been consistently the best nation of this entire event because they, like fucking, like, Matthias is okay being kind of a dick. And that's good. I'm glad that he's okay with just kind of being an asshole a little bit, you know? He's a little bit snarky. He's a little bit egotistical, as he should be. He's the goddamn king. And so it means he ends up coming off as kind of a dick, and that's being good. Because it means he can be bad. He can be hated. It's easy to hate Matthias if you're against him. Right? That's cool. Thank God for him. Because it means that he'll naturally create enemies for himself, and it means that people will naturally want to take him down. If people were brave enough to act. But when the other major power that be is either a major ally of him, as in like will not fight against him, because they're all just about memes. No offense to Longfork, but all I see you guys doing is fucking memes. All I hear is Charles saying, "Oh, we got something cooking. We got something cooking." No, you don't. Until I see a plate of food in front of me, then you had nothing cooking, bro. You can't just say you were cooking and then come up with an empty plate, bro. You weren't cooking. I don't care if you're here for memes, but it means that the other major power that be is just a major fucking Eren simp, and it means that the two major powers refuse to fight each other, and then the third major power is a pacifist. Oh my god, it's actually the worst. We are literally playing with two best friends, and then somebody who refuses to fight because everybody's, again, they're too busy kind of doing this other like meaningless roleplay. Everybody's so disconnected. Nobody wants to create a story together. Because everybody is scared that their story is going to end up getting cut short because they end up dying. Guess what? That's how it fucking goes. You have to be somewhat connected to the overarching narrative of this entire thing, or else it's like, what have you done? What has happened, right? No, everybody wants to do their own story. Everybody's so committed to role-playing that they're not willing to commit to be a side character or committing to the main story, right? Everybody is so committed to role-play that it means that everybody has main character syndrome. We are all existing in a world of people with main character syndrome. And that's annoying because you have to be connected to this main storyline, or else the main storyline is meaningless, right? The main storyline becomes meaningless because everybody has to buy into this one giant storyline for it to be meaningful, for it to hit, right? War, but North Korea, China, and Micronesia. Exactly. Money is getting to his head. You think money is getting in my head, bro? I wish it was getting to my head. If money was getting to my head, I would have so many. My problems would be so few if money was getting to my head. God, what a dream. This is like Lin-Manuel Miranda making that one beat for the fucking Lil Wayne album. It's like he's so stupid rich that he could just do dumb shit like that, and it's like that's his biggest problem. Like, oh no, everybody hates the one beat I made. Like, who the f cares, bro? You're stupidly rich, and also you made Hamilton. Like, bro, nobody cares. Bro, did not reference Lil Wayne's album. Lin-Manuel Miranda made the fucking beat for that Elephant song on the Lil Wayne album, Carter 6 or whatever. I didn't listen to it. All I've heard is that one song because it's so fucking god trash. All I've heard is people shitting on the Carter 6 album. I've not listened to it. I don't think I've ever listened to a whole Lil Wayne album. Mostly because I see him as like as kind of like the same as Eminem. Maybe he's just a little washed. Except I hear people saying he's not washed, so maybe I should listen to Lil Wayne. Maybe he's goated. Because M's washed. I only listen to new Eminem albums because I know he's washed and I want to see if it gets worse. And unfortunately it does. Who's Lil Wayne? That's crazy. Hey, different cultures, baby. You'll love to see it. Drake. I only listen to the popular songs from Drake. I listened to some of the like some album, but I don't know. Drake's fine. He makes a banger. Oh, Nokia was fire. Nokia was a great song. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Who calling that shit? That's a good song. There's only a couple artists that I really like seek out, like listens, like I actually listen to albums. I listen to a couple of the Tyler the Creator albums because he's good. I always listen to Kendrick albums because he's good. I listen to Caravan Palace because they're good. Whenever Caravan Palace dropped, dude, when Caravan Palace announced their new fucking album, dude, I was so hyped for that shit. I remember being so excited for that. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm getting a new Caravan Palace album. Now, dude, I'm gonna have to wait another like 5 years for a new Caravan Palace album. It's gonna suck. I'm like, no, my goats are in hiding. I wish I could show you my finished video. I probably could. I could pull up my my video editor, but if I do, my stream will blow up on me, so I probably will not be doing that. I do want to make a video talking about like my thought process of doing the project and like my work and like some of the cool techniques I use to do it. I think I'm gonna make like an hour-long video just me yapping about the project and then upload it on my second channel, or my private channel, as I should say. I'm learning how to braid hair at work. Invest 10K. We can share your... no. No. What you'll get is a thanks for the 10K, man. I really appreciate it. That's your stake. It's... Oh, man. Thanks for the 10K donation, man. It really means a lot. Hey, so what do you think about pussy? That's all you're gonna get, okay? I'm gonna get a new setup once I get a new job. That's my promise. My entire life savings? I don't even know what my entire life savings is. What's my net worth? If I liquidated all my assets, what would my net worth be? I think it would be less than 100K. I think that's probably true. It'd be less than 100K, but it'd be more than 50K. I don't have a lot of assets that to liquidate though. Like no car, no house. It kind of like diminishes a lot of my value as financially speaking. I say I'm learning how to braid hair because one of the girls at my work is letting me braid her hair, or at least try to braid her hair, and I'm failing pretty spectacularly, but I am learning. So. She wants it. She does not. She is currently engaged. She's been the entire time I've known about her, she's been speaking about planning a wedding. Okay, so we are so far. It's actually interesting. The thing that's interesting about it is that this is like, I'm gonna sound sexist here. Will you be at the wedding? No, of course the fuck not. Bro, I've known her for less than a year. You wanna go to the fucking wedding? Psycho. Sheepa homewrecker? Because I'm trying to learn how to braid someone's hair? This is really crazy out here. No, I think it's interesting because I've never really like existed in an all women workplace, or like in an all, like I've never really hung out with exclusively women, because like at work it's pretty much like it is like 95% women. Like the only other dudes I can think of off the top of my head are like, I have one other part-time assistant that comes in and he's a dude. One of the four anchors is male. And then some of our Studio 40 people are also dudes, but I don't really talk to them much. I talk to them 1 hour a day, so it's like the main people who I'm speaking to on a day-to-day are just a bunch of women. And I think that's interesting. I think it's cool. It just gives me a little bit of like insight, I guess. Since I've never really like, I don't know. I've never really like had girl got her hair braided by another guy, I'd be pissed. I think you're fucking... That reads as very insecure, my guy. Maybe I just... It can't be that deep, right? I literally talked to her man yesterday about COD. I was on the phone with her man talking about like, yo, BO3 was like goated. And he was like, yeah, BO3 was sick. Alright. So again, we are really at the they just went on a tirade like a 3 weeks back about like, do you know how to braid hair? They were asking everybody, do they know how to braid hair? And I was like one of the only people who said, no, I don't know how to braid hair. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta braid hair. Not trying to be obvious, I like this strat. Half of this is rage bait, bro. And I don't know which half is rage bait. It's good rage bait though. Yeah, it's been fun. as they trust me more and more, I get told more and more of drama. Because for a very long time, like whenever all the girls were like discussing drama, they would always like kind of like push me out of the conversation, right? It's like they would turn off their headsets or whatever, and then like yap about drama. Like, okay, I'm not part of the girls. I'm like, I get that. That's fine. But as like slowly, I've been getting more and more like tidbits of the drama, and so now I'm just I get to spectate on this drama. It's fun. That sounds like a language that you made up right now. Just fuck with me, Amelia. Either that or like Italian brain rot. It's like a new language or it's Italian brain rot. One or the other. It's an artist. As in like a musical artist or like a drawing artist? Was this Da Vinci before Da Vinci was Da Vinci? No, I've never heard of this person. I was playing some Rocket League music at work today. Rocket League music is sick. There are some Rocket League songs that go super duper hard, bro. I fucks with some Rocket League songs very hard. What age will sheep get married? Dude, what a crazy question. 47? Maybe I'll just die like fucking Isaac Newton, bro. I'll pull up like Isaac Newton. Next Silver Island roleplay is maybe going to be fire. Well, Silver Island roleplay is never that serious. So, like, again, the thing with Silver Island roleplay is that the ceiling is very hard capped on how good Silver Island roleplay can be, right? It's very hard capped. Progeny has a much higher cap of, like, how good it could be. But unfortunately, it has a much higher floor of, like, quality. So if it's dog shit, it's going to be really dog shit. And I think it's kind of leaning in the direction of really dog shit. Because everybody is... Why does there have to be lore? I don't know. Again, Charles, I question why there even has to be lore. Maybe the lore is two teams of people don't like each other, and now they're going to shoot the shit out of each other. 26? I could see it. Why must there be lore? Why can't it just be two people that, like, have guns and they kill each other? Why do we need to overcomplicate these things? So... Lore. Everybody... The reason I did, like, the lore, the reason I made that a meme... The reason I made that a meme is because of shit like this. Because people just add in fucking lore for no reason, bro. And people gotta stop overcomplicating shit. Oh, dude, I saw a crazy video. What was that one? It was like, I helped ICE deport illegal immigrants or something. That's a really... Dude, it was such a sick thumbnail because it was just straight up AI. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find the video. It's so funny. Sheep, were you in the raids? No, I was spectating them. As I watched the news. Oh yeah. This fucking video, bro. This is actually might be the top... It might go in the top 10 craziest videos I've ever seen, by the way. Like what the fuck are we doing here? Like what the fuck are we doing right here? Are we so dead ass? What the fuck is this thumbnail? What is this AI ass thumbnail? Viva Mexico, ice, and then this guy doing the most fucky expression of all time. Just clearly AI generated. Very clearly AI. This is... And then all the people... Dude, I didn't even realize. All the people in the background that are saying no more ICE, abolish ICE, they're all wearing pride flags. They're all wearing rainbow shirts. What the fuck is happening? Bro, what is this... What is this video? This thumbnail becomes more insane the more you look at it. This thumbnail is actually... And they're holding Mexican flags. What the fuck is happening? I can't... I'm killing myself. Oh my god. This guy needs to kill himself, bro. Pride flag is a strong word for that AI mess. It's just, I guess they're not even rainbows, right? Like there's pink. Roy G. Biv. I don't remember a P being in the fucking Roy G. Biv, bro. Why is there fucking pink? It's what? Oh no, it's purple. Red, purple, red, yellow, blue, green, yellow. What? Roy, red? Hold on. Because it's red, yellow, blue. No, it's red, orange, yellow. Where's the orange? Red or there's no orange, so it's just red, yellow, Roy G, and then what the fuck? It's not even a fucking rainbow. It's the AI fucked up the rainbow. If you're gonna make a pride shirt, at least do it the right way. No. This is we're really at like levels of. This is peak brain rot. It has to be. Because now it's dude. Oh my god! And then Donald Trump is going fucking crazy, dude. Donald Trump said Gavin Newsom should be in prison. Oh, that shit was so funny, dude. Oh my god. We're actually living through the most peak time to be a political influencer online. No, it's not even the Trump-Elon breakup. It's that Trump wanted to throw Gavin Newsom in prison. Yeah, like a fucking a governor. And the thing is, it's not even the craziest thing Trump has done this week. It's not even the craziest thing Trump has done this week. Gavin Newsom, he is the governor of California. The main state where so basically what's happening right now is that there's a bunch of riots happening in California because Donald Trump sent in a bunch of ICE agents to basically deport people in a kind of a very sneaky, ratty way where basically he would just like send in ICE agents where they would just, they would do these sneak raids of like trying to deport people. And it's like, it's a very snaky way of going about like deportation, right? That's the problem. And people are mad because, again, a lot of these illegal immigrants also have been living in this country for like a little bit now, and so they're kind of just getting ripped from their families. How you deported your old mate? I did do this. I did deport my old roommate. It was actually so I could live by myself. It was funny because because I remember that guy too. That guy, he was like, yo dog, I understand that you stream and I get that, but like, I am trying to sleep because you're streaming at like 2 o'clock. Like you're like you're streaming at 2 a.m. and you're kind of very loud and it's very hard to sleep through that. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to get that bag, bro. Trust. And he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop telling me like, yo, I need to get sleep. Like I have finals, I have tests coming up. And I'm like, bro, it is not important. And so I think ultimately what ended up happening is that I kind of realized that at that point there was kind of a fundamental divide between me and him in terms of like what our values were. And so I think that the best way to kind of to help sort that divide, I think the most amicable way to do it was just to get a separation. And he was like, I don't want to leave because I basically made claim to the room. It was my room basically. He was kind of just like living there. Oh no. This was a different guy. You were a different story. This is a different guy. I thought that you were referring to the first guy, but I do remember you didn't know me at that time. Yeah, so basically I ended up reporting him to ICE because I thought that was just the most amicable way to kind of end the argument. This is all exactly 100%. All of this can be used in front of a... No, I'm not going to say that. This is disgraceful. Look, sorry for being good at solving conflict, I guess. If that's what you're going to be mad at me about, then, I mean, okay, I did nothing wrong. Sorry for trying my best to solve a conflict. Like, holy shit. God forbid I try to, like, calm tensions. I saw it. I was the room. True. I do remember that. That was the weird part about it, though. I mean, how do you think I got my apartment, you know? I'm gonna stop memeing because I feel like I'm satiring a little bit too close to reality. I should go back to work. Maybe you should. That is maybe a good idea. I mean, after you just dropped the most diabolical text message on my phone. I mean, yeah, just go back to work. I get off at 4. Well, I guess, you know. If you want me to be in the after party of the gram, then by all means. Shoot me a message, bro. Giant community gonna find this VOD? It's gonna be saved. That's the thing. Is that I know that if anybody finds these clips, I can accuse them of having of not having a job. You're fucking broke, bro. You spent that long combing through my VODs to find this exact clip. Fucking no job, head ass. That's the I get the instant defense. They can't win against it. I accuse them of being obsessed. Will we get when you make it? Bro, you'll get maybe like a fucking... I'll pay for y'all to go to Hot Pot, okay? When I make it, I'll take you to Hot Pot or something. You can get like a bowl of pho or something on me. That's actually really generous. I mean, ideally, me making it is going to mean I'm going to be making fucking buku bucks. If I ever end up making buku bucks, bro, yeah, I'll share. Share the wealth, bro. If you're up and the rest of your homies aren't up, then what's really the point of being up, right? Will you beef with Sophie Rain? I don't think I need to beef with Sophie Rain. What would I gain from a Sophie Rain beef, I guess? Feels like... This is like saying, I think Bonnie Blue turning herself into a human petting zoo is a bad idea. That's like, oh wow, what a hot take. You really did it this time, sheep. You really said something bold and crazy. Buku bucks. I do love buku bucks. Sophie to Bonnie again? I don't know what the... Dude, Sophie, like, what? Does Sophie just, like... She does the most lame fucking shorts of all time. She's just sitting there kind of, like, shimmying a little bit. Like, what the fuck am I... Like what? She's wearing a really tight shirt and she's shimmying a little bit? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to gain from this? She's hot. She's just, like... It's very... It's... Sophie Rain represents an overall trend in women that I kind of dislike overall, of like the ever since plastic surgery became mainstream, I think it's been fucking up beauty standards. And I think that's bad. I think that's really, really bad. Because it's very easy to just say like, get over it, but it's like when you expose young men to like, that is like what it like that is the ideal, right? It's like at what point are we like she's an IG model? Again, I get that, but it's oh man, it's such an art, because it's like I can't blame Sophie Rain for this, but I can also like say like I think this is a bad trend overall, right? It's young men are causing this. Young men are causing this by feeding into it. But because women are feeding into it, like there are, I don't, who's ultimately to blame for this? I guess it's just, I mean, I don't know, man. Older men? I guess it is, right? Because they're the ones with money. I guess it is just creepy old guys that kind of drive this. Young men, exactly, that's the thing. Like, young people just don't have money, right? Like, we all say... It's just that like when we like when I scroll, like if I'm trying to look up like big booties on something, I'm gonna type in the words big booty to Instagram search bar, and oh boy, what a W search from Sheep003. And it's just like I see it, and it's like these are so clearly, they've so clearly had work done, and some of it, dude, some of it is like some of it is like, okay, I can understand why this is attractive, but it's sometimes, bro, holy shit, it's like, bro, what cheap ass plastic surgeon did you go to, man? This looks bad. This looks bad. It's, some of this shit is diabolical, bro. Whatever happened to, you know, Sheep with a BBL? It's not a BBL, but shit jiggles a little bit, for sure. I wouldn't lie. Damn it. Naked hot women. Fire. The thing is, I have done this. I 12-year-old me did do this. Okay? 12-year-old me did type in boobs into the search bar, okay? I'm not lying. I was a child, bro. You have to understand, bro. When I discovered like the word porn, that shit changed my fucking life, bro. Okay? This shit, it changed my fucking life. I'm not lying, bro. Because like for the longest time, like, so as a, this is gonna go into like how I can discover. This is how Sheepo3 hit puberty. I don't know if we want to have this conversation. Look, for a while, I just didn't know that videos existed of it, right? I thought it was only pictures. I thought it was just like pictures of women in like their underwear. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. I thought that shit was incredible, bro. and then I found out that people were making like whole ass videos. I'm like, oh, bro, there's like eye opening for me. Most exciting, it was like, I remember me on the fucking family computer. Me on the family fucking computer. Going on the goddamn Pornhub, bro. Shit was really diabolical back then, bro. I can't lie. I didn't have my own personal computer. Alright? I had to make do. Not even incognito? Nope. I didn't know how to clear history, though. I had learned how to clear history by that point, so I was not foolish. Or maybe I probably was foolish, honestly. There's probably like a 50-50 chance my parents saw this shit and they're like, hey, boy's gotta grow, you know? He gonna figure it out at some point, right? There's probably so much dumb shit I've done as a child that my parents are just like, they know, but I totally forgot. Boys will be boys. Oh yeah, boys will be boys. This is a certified boys will be boys moment, okay? boys will discover pornography at some point. Yes, that is true. That is a boys will be boys moment. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I think that's okay. I will say, I think that we're entering a new age of the internet, because as much as like this kind of gooner apocalypse that's been happening these days on like social media, where people are just like horny posting way more, people are just horny posting way more. Because it used to be like horny posting used to be a thing. Like people would horny post, but it remained kind of niche stuff. Horny posting has become much more popular, and you know, you can argue that's a bad thing or a good thing, but I think one of the benefits of horny posting becoming more of a socially acceptable thing to do is that we're seeing more women engaging in horny posting. And I think that is a brave step towards equality. And I, for one, am here for it. It is a brave step towards equality. And I'm glad we're making it. Because I think for a long time, this was seen as kind of like an exclusionary male activity. And what do you mean? I'm just saying, I'm seeing women goon in some crazy ways. I'm seeing some women write some insane fucking captions on TikToks, and I'm saying that is a sentence that's never been uttered by the human race before, but I'm glad you said it. Or I'm not glad you said it, and I wish basically I'm regretting my, like, people are making me regret my ability to read, but it's not just dudes doing it, right? It's not just men that are making me regret my ability to be literate. And again, I think that is equality. I think that's equality. Dude, I saw, oh my god, it was, I don't know why this was such why this came to my mind, but I saw a woman make a cuck joke. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't think I've legitimately ever seen a woman make a cuck joke before. That shit was fucking crazy. And it was a really good cuck joke too. And I'm like, holy shit. This is amazing. I love when women are funny. This is great. Because I feel like sometimes, especially because of how male-dominated the internet is, I think a lot of times, I feel like you see a lot of these, a lot of women are kind of posting. So, okay. The problem with men dominating the internet is that what ends up happening is that things that appeal to men end up being kind of they end up getting pushed to the top because of likes or comment or anything. Basically, men will engage with stuff that appeals to them more. And so it means that I feel like we see a lot more like women gooning, but like with this idea of like, this is for a male audience and I'm trying to bait attention, or I'm trying to bait clicks. I'm trying to appeal to an audience, right? It feels like, I'm horny posting, but I'm also doing it with an intent to gain, internet validation or clout or whatever, right? And it feels like we struggle to see authentic female degeneracy, right? It feels like we're seeing performative female degeneracy. And I don't want to see performative degeneracy. I want to see real, authentic, degenerate bullshit. If I'm going to see like degenerate bullshit, I want to see authentic degenerate bullshit. And I think more and more I'm starting to see things that are like, yeah, this feels more authentic. This feels real. I'm also like, it's just so interesting how it feels like different communities interact in different ways. They have different languages. Like, they even have different reaction images. Like, ever since TikTok started allowing like images to be posted under comments, bro, I've been seeing like just a whole new crop of reaction images I've never seen before. Like, these are not reaction images I've seen before. And it means that a new audience is engaging. What's yours? I have a couple, but it's more like, I think it's like, I have a couple saved in my phone. But like some of the ones on TikTok that I see, like, these are ones that I've just never seen before. And that's exciting. More ways. What's the basic white guy reaction? I love that reaction image. That's a great one. I can show you on my phone. Hold on, I have a couple ones saved to my telephono. I think that it's all about being. It's about use. I have this one. I think this is just a overall useful reaction image. Good to have. Yeah, this one, as previously stated, this is just a great. I like the quote images. I think the quote images do a lot of good work. This one is good. I don't know if you can read it. Oh yeah, here we go. It came into focus. This one is good because it's just it's a very evocative image, of just the idea of like, you can't stop fucking talking, you know, shut the fuck up, bro. It's over. You lost. That one's, oh, this one is funny. I like this one. Again, I think definitely for a male audience, definitely this is a much more male-dominated reaction image, but I'm a dude. To a fault, I'm a man. No words. Hitler's last words. Oh yeah, this one. I think there's a lot of like let him cook reaction images. I think I like this one because it's a little bit it's a little bit more spicy than some of the other like let him cook memes. Let him cook is an important reaction image to have. I think let him cook is just like it speaks a lot, but I like having this one in particular because I feel like it's a little bit more. I can't see shit. I know. Yeah. That one, I find it really funny. I think it is definitely Gooner, but I think it's really funny. You fucking I think it's funny. I think it's so clearly on the nose Gooner that I think it ends up being funny. It is very Gooner though. It's just, I think the expression of the girl just being like, what the fuck is happening? I think it's so funny to me. Yeah, sometimes I goon. Yes, I goon. I'm human. I'm real. You're not allowed to goon, it's a crime. Oh, dude, what's that one AI image of the minion? Oh, dude. I should save this one. Yeah. Never goon. I love this. Is a great genre of image. It's a great genre of image. This is like American brain rot. Never goon. This one, yeah, this one I think is the best. The minion burning down the Goon Central building with the shirt that says never goon. It's a work of art. This is why AI is important. And I think some AI art is defensible. This one's another good one. Gooner never. This is, your mom would send you this and be like, damn, I can't believe what's happening on the streets. People are so crazy. I will say, I think the only thing that would make that funnier is if if a real artist drew it. And I think ultimately that's the problem with AI art, is that it would be so much funnier if somebody sent it to an artist and said, hey, can you draw an image of a super buff minion with a gun burning down a building with a shirt that says never goon on it? If that was drawn by a real artist, it'd be so much funnier, dude. If it didn't, exactly, it would be so much funnier if it was real. Because the AI art, like, it's cool that you can make the image, but it's like, man, imagine how much funnier this could be. The real, exactly. There's just intent behind that art. Pung 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 sour. A passion in every stroke to the Ragoon. Exactly, bro. I wanna, dude, man. Imagine if I just hit up like a, oh man, it would cost so much money to do this. I want to go to like a well-known like poop porn artist, or like a person who makes their living off of like drawing porn art, and I'm like, I want you to make an image that is expressly anti that never goon and burn down a building. You want me to commit arson? Yes, okay. So definitely it might put a damper in my normal stream schedule. And I have to warn you. I think it might end up fucking up the streams. And I think no, it's okay. It's okay for arson. Any particular building you think I should burn down? Like maybe, you know... Man, I'm just hitting a bunch of whack. Your house? I don't have a house. The only house that I could call my own is currently being sold. If I went to visit my house if I went to visit my childhood home, it would not look the same. My childhood home is being repurposed. Real? This actually reminds me of something else that I wanted to rant about. Dude, the thing is, I had a whole nother rant lined up for this stream. And I kind of just got sidetracked because the first rant kind of took precedence because people were being, I think, dumb. But what I actually wanted to talk about is I wanted to be mad about the left. I wanted to be mad about the political left and how stupid I think they are. That's what I actually wanted to talk about today. Since when? I hate the political left because of how ineffective they are and how much they consistently shoot themselves in the foot over really basic shit. That's what I'm mad about. I'm not mad about them because they have bad policy. I think most of the time they have very good policy. But I think that they intentionally, and I mean not intentionally, but they inadvertently shoot themselves in the foot consistently, and it allows the conservative side to gain an advantage over them when they should not have an advantage. And it's kind of been brought to a head recently because I saw some shit that just really ticked me off. I'm saying they because they not like us. I not like them, okay? I did just say that. It was ironically, though, so. The problem... It's not like I'm not like other girls. I am not like other girls. But it's not that I'm not like other girls. It's that I actively think the other girls are fucking up the chances of girls like me from getting a real chance because the other girls are fucking the vibes up. Alright? It's not that I'm trying to separate myself from other girls. It's that the other girls are actively fucking up the vibes so bad that it's ruining it for everybody else. And I think that's what's happening. Because I think one of the biggest lies that the American Democratic Party has ever sold the people is that they are the party of empathy. It is the biggest lie that has ever been told, ever. And people will still parrot it like it is fucking truth. And it's not. Because the leftists that I see, and the leftists that interact with, and the leftists that are the loudest and the most vocal, are the least empathetic people. Ever. Just because you are only empathetic towards people who you agree with politically. That's the only people you care about. If you disagree with somebody politically, then you are not extended any empathy. You are not extended any understanding. People don't seem to understand what empathy is. And people think empathy is like sympathy, right? It's like sympathy, but better. That's what people have this idea of what empathy is. That's not what empathy is. Empathy is not just sympathy, but better. Empathy is being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and try to understand why they think the things that they think. Not just how they think, but why they come to the conclusions that they do. That is empathy. And people actively refuse to do that. They're not interested in it. And even if they do, they refuse to even extend the most minor of olive branches to people who think differently than they do. And it's frustrating because it means that because you are incapable of doing that, it means you are incapable of bringing them to your side. You're incapable of convincing them to say, hey, shit hasn't been going good for you. And we, as a party, we as a political side, we as a belief system can make it better. We think we have the solutions. But you're not giving them the chance to even consider our solutions because you're so much of a fucking asshole. It makes it impossible. It's very frustrating. Ender Wiggin, King of Empathy? True. He may be the King of Empathy. Why have you sent me this? Why do you have this on your phone? Whoops, wrong photo. Yeah, my ass, wrong photo. My ass, wrong photo. Okay, blood. Wrong photo. That's fucking planned. Let's not pretend that is the most planned photo of all goddamn time, bro. This is like whenever you see like one of those model girls for like Victoria's Secret, like secretly eating a piece of chocolate cake. It's like, oh my god, you're so skinny, but sometimes even I like to eat a piece of chocolate cake too. It's like, no, you fucking skinny bitch. Your idea of a meal is a fucking Diet Coke and a pill of Ozempic. Like what the fuck are we doing here? Don't fucking put a photo of you eating a piece of chocolate cake pretending like you're like us. You're not like us, okay? You're thin as anything. You are not like us. You are not the same. Don't fucking like try to be relatable. I hate that shit. Don't try to be relatable. What's the photo? It's not something that is, it's not for the stream, is what I'll say. It's not something that should be. Is it pussy? No. It's not pussy. But it is definitely a, not explicit, but definitely an image that could be seen as sexual in nature. Definitely, for sure. Is it boobs? A little bit. It's boobs. I'd say it's more ass than boobs. And that's more just like a size comparison than anything. Is it of you? That's rude. Oh, because there's two different angles. Front angle, back angle. This is why I say it's planted. It's like you're a celebrity who wanted the paparazzi to make articles about how hot you are, and this is what you did, right? Like you're walking around in that kind of a bathing suit, like respectfully. Like you're not doing that shit because you don't want attention, right? You're not walking around in public with that kind of a bathing suit on because you're like, oh no, I don't want people to look at me. I'm just doing it because I find it comfortable. Like, can we stop bullshitting ourselves for a second and actually speak about the facts here? It's okay to want attention. I wish people would stop trying to be nonchalant about it. Just come up straight up and say, I want attention. And it's okay if you want attention, you know? If you want to dress all sexy and you're going to be like stock, like, why are people calling me hot? What? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like, can we please like be inside of reality here? Right? That's another thing that pisses me off. This is more like I hate conservative people for this. I ragged on the Democrats a little bit. No, I was mad because I sometimes, dude, I see people. It's the dumbest content of all time. When, like, whenever like a woman like sexualizes themselves, and people are like, "But I thought you guys didn't want us to sexualize you." It's like, what the fuck? Like, you understand that like people can simultaneously want you to sexualize some parts of them or other sometimes, and other times, you know, not be sexualized, right? Like you can have both. I want to be seen as hot, but I also want to be seen as a person, right? It can be both. And unfortunately, because you people don't see women as complex beings, you guys are incapable of understanding that, right? It's like a gym bro that talks about politics, right? A gym bro is posting his fucking fitness pics because he wants people to call him like fucking hot and buff and like, oh my god, you're so shredded, bro. You are posting that kind of shit for validation. But you also want to be seen as a person with like who has opinions, right? Women marry men. Exactly. Very frustrating. Oh, you know what I should send back? Hold on. I have to respond. I'm gonna respond with my Gunnar reaction image. Let him cook. Let him cook. That's right. I can fire back. You want to engage in these You want to engage in warfare? You didn't realize I also had cannons. Sheep, would you wear that bikini? I would not wear a bikini. That shit is not built for me. Respectfully. That shit is not built for me. It is because it's explicitly not designed. That What do you mean but? That would be graphic. Start taking HRT. I'm sorry. HRT does not shrink your fucking cock, bro. HRT does not make your balls smaller. Unfortunately, it's just not how that works. That's the problem with wearing a bikini as a man. It's not the fucking it's not how feminine you feel, okay? It's a lack of like, hey, I'm at the public pool and I'm like unintentionally flashing a bunch of people. I don't like that. I'm not trying to do that shit. Okay? There's a reason why some clothing is built for women and some clothing is built for men, because we have different bodies. Just go to a nude beach. Then at that point, why the fuck am I wearing a bikini? Then at that point, it's like wearing a bikini is like you have lost the plot. You're going to a nude beach and you are wearing a swimsuit. What the fuck are you doing? Go away. You are not built for this. Blood? Base stuff for that? Yeah, I guess I could wear a jock strap as a swimsuit. I could do this, but this is, again, this is weird. This is a strange conversation. I have two swimsuits that I wear. I've got a pair of trunks that I wear if I'm just chilling. And then I got a Speedo if I'm just trying to work out. I got two modes. I got Speedo mode and I got trunks mode. It's for different situations. If I'm in a fucking social gathering, I'm not pulling out the Speedo. I'm just not doing it. It looks weird. It's a weird fit to have on. Mostly because I'm just not hot enough to pull off a Speedo. I'm not. I'm not built for a Speedo. Yeah, again, I don't really wear those in public, believe it or not. I'm not pulling up to the fucking 24-hour. And if I did pull up to the 24-hour, I'd pull up in the basketball shorts, bro. I don't dress slutty in public. And if I did want to dress slutty in public, then I put on the booty shorts, bro. It's that simple. If I went, like, I don't have any, like, misconceptions about what I wear will affect how people see me. I'm not fucking, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I wore something that was sexual and then somebody saw me in a sexual manner and somebody approached me in a sexual way. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Like what? Are we just being intentionally dense now? Why are we doing this? If I'm out here dressing like a fucking slut, not like a slut, I guess is a way to phrase it. If I'm dressing in a sexually provocative way and I sexually provoke somebody, like, what the fuck was I expecting, right? It's like being a deer and like walking up to a hunter like, yo, what's up, my homie? that was... Thank God that we're having the meaningful... Thank God that we're asking the real questions here on the Sheepo 3 stream. There are sexist sheep everywhere for those with the eyes to see. Realize. Realize. If you don't know what that means, then you're not equipped to have the conversation. It's true. Hashtag I cried. I crowed. He crew. I cried. He crowed. We crewed. He crew too. We both crowed. I'm de-pierced. I never went through an emo phase as a child. I was thinking about it. I think that if I were to, if I was to define myself as a child, I was like, you know, the rich kid that like inherits his dad's company. I was that guy. I did well in school. I stayed out of trouble. If my dad was like old money rich and he owned like an oil drilling company, I'd be the next CEO. He would like pass the company down to me. Did go through a Naruto phase? That's interesting. What phase did I go through? What's like a weird phase that I went through? I guess besides almost falling down the alt-right pipeline. Kind of a weird non sequitur there, but I guess it did happen. I almost did that too. I'm glad it's not only me. So I almost fell down the alt-right, but like, what's like a more innocent thing that I went through? I was super homophobic before finding out I was trans. Homophobic is crazy. I don't think I was ever explicitly. I think I was kind of like I wasn't explicitly homophobic, but I was kind of like I was like kind of unintentionally empowering homophobes. Right? It wasn't like straight up homophobic. It was straight up homophobia. It was just like a general like kind of like a general distaste for the gays. Or kind of the LGBTQ community in general. Just like a general distaste. It wasn't like I hated them. Or like I didn't think they existed. I thought, you know, you could be gay. Yeah, it definitely came from a place of ignorance. 100% it was ignorance. But it was like, you know. It still sucks when you think back on it. You're like, damn. It's kind of sucked that I thought that way. You hate to see it. Well, yeah, I was watching fucking like. I was watching Jordan Peterson destroy feminists in debates, and I was like, oh my god. Look at how based I am. I was watching Ben Shapiro owns liberals, but like unironically. Because I actually thought he owned the liberals, bro. That was the worst part of it. It's not that I was watching Ben Shapiro, it's that I actually thought he owned the liberals. It was terrible, bro. Oh my god, what a horrible thing for me to have happen. I unironically watched Ben Shapiro. I did do this. Hello, doggo. You kind of walked into a real fucking banger of a stream. Well, banger is a strong word. It's good to see you, doggo. Doggo's the most normal person here, and I appreciate that about him. Well, normal is a strong word. Doggo is the least fucking degenerate person here. That's what I should say. Doggo is the least degenerate person here, and I think that is something to aspire to. Or at least Doggo is just better at hiding his degeneracy than the rest of us, so that should also be celebrated. Oh, I made it! I can't believe that! Holy shit, I didn't think I'd make it. Sorry, hold on. I'm kind of cooking right now. Oh, I don't make it, do I? Unless I'm insane? I'm insane? I'm insane? Oh! Okay, I might... Am I fast enough? Fuck! Okay. Hey, I think I fucked it up. What a shame. What is degenerate about me? The fact that you're engaging in these conversations. Okay, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, the person who pulled me out of that, unironically, was fucking... I hate to say it, because if you know him, you can understand why it's kind of a shame, but the person who pulled me out was Destiny. I think that was like one of the people that kind of started that kind of transition of pulling me out of the, Because what actually happened is there were a couple of major events that happened. Of like, basically, I kind of fucked up. And I made some people who I liked, like, not like me anymore. And I don't really want to go into more detail besides that, but I made some people who I liked not like me anymore because I was saying some dumb shit. And I was like, damn, that feels really bad. And then my brother transitioned. My brother came out as trans. That was also like another like huge like what the fuck moment. And then I started watching Destiny. And he just started, like, he made a lot of really good points, and I was like, damn. It was a combination of things that all happened kind of simultaneously to kind of pull me out of that place. Who's this Destiny? Destiny is an online political creator who is known for kind of being a dick and having horrible optics. Destiny is the freakiest frog of all goddamn time, who has maybe the most based political takes I've heard from like an explicitly political creator. He has the most based political takes, but he cannot stop stepping on his own toes because he just likes fucking because he eats the rage bait, basically. The problem is that he eats the rage bait too much. He falls for the rage bait, and it means that he ends up having he ends up being like really uncharitable towards people who maybe he should be a little bit more charitable to, and he ends up being really uncharitable or really charitable towards people who he should not be charitable to, right? That doesn't really make sense, but I don't really want to elaborate. I could elaborate. Too long, you know? The problem is that like Destiny is great, but he's kind of like he's Destiny has been doing this shit for so long. He's just sick of it. He is sick of people being idiots, and he has made a career of arguing with idiots. The splits are not on. That's because I'm not starting from level 1, so they can't be on. Unfortunately, I'm starting from level 7. These are not full game runs. These are late game runs. Yeah, no. If you can see the giant text, but at the beginning of the level that says level 7. But I guess expecting reading comprehension was a lot. I'm smart. Yeah, so Destiny is one of those people who is like, damn, if bro was just a little bit less autistic, he would be so goated. But unfortunately, he just falls for the rage bait every time. And it just means that we end up getting like, because like recently he's just been going on this tirade against all conservatives. Like, if you voted for Trump, you're a horrible fucking person. You deserve nothing. I'm glad that like I have no sympathy for people who got shot at Trump rallies. Like that kind of shit. And it's like, I can understand why you see things like that. I can understand why you see things like that, but it also makes you look like the biggest fucking prick of all time. And if you're trying to, like, I don't know, like, change people's minds, that's not a very effective strategy, unfortunately. It's not even empathy. Because if there's one person who I can understand why that guy has zero empathy, it's fucking Destiny. I've seen too many examples of this guy arguing with being charitable with literal scum of humanity, like people who are literally who are actively grifting in real time, and yet he treats them with so much. People who treat him like he's an object, people who treat him horribly, like these people will treat him terribly, and he will treat them with even a little bit of respect. The fact that even he gives him a little bit of respect is crazy, but then that ultimately ends up on him crashing out on people who don't really deserve it, right? You understand it? Bro, oh my god, these people will some of these people that he's interacted with is just treat him like the fucking scum of humanity. Like the vile shit they do. And even the way that they interact in conversations. It's not even like they do vile shit to him. Because some of it is that, and that sucks. Right? But some of it is just the way that they interact in conversations. And it's if you were arguing these people, you would crash out too. You would crash out too. Because these people are not arguing in good faith. They're not trying to be good faith debaters. They are all if you've ever watched Jordan Peterson debate, they are all mini Jordan Petersons in a fucking circle. And this guy is debating them in a fucking circle. A bunch of mini Jordan Petersons, and it's fucking if I had to do that too, I would also go insane. Basically, it's a bunch of people who, no, Jordan Peterson is a special breed. He's a special breed because I can actually argue with you like Jordan Peterson. No, I'll argue with you like Jordan Peterson. Ask a question. Ask any question, any random question. I will argue with you about it like Jordan Peterson. I can do a perfect impression. All right, I know exactly how this fucking guy operates. You can say any opinion. Ask any question, anything. I'll have an opinion. Have an opinion. Should people who beat up gay people be sentenced? Well, what do you mean by sentenced? Because the problem is if we're not kind of coming from the same framework of understanding what the words that we're saying mean, we can't really have this conversation. Because the thing, to jail, well, what do you mean by jail? Because jail can mean a lot of things. In certain cultures, jail can definitely. My personal definition of jail is the problem is my definition of jail is a place where people have mentally blocked themselves from escaping into from interacting with broader society. That's my definition of jail. It's a place where people have blocked themselves from interacting with broader society. That to me is a jail. So when you say should gay people be sentenced, or in other words, if should gay people be put in jail, what you're asking actually is should people who refer to themselves as homosexuals block their minds from engaging with broader society? Are the stutters accurate? A little bit. But he just talks slower than I do. And he constantly... No, this is not a straw man, by the way. That's actually how he... The thing is, he never actually engages with the topic. That's the problem with Jordan Peterson. He refuses to actually engage with the topic. Right? The straw man you did? Oh, yeah, of course. But the thing is, like, I didn't straw man you. I'm just redefining what you said in my terms, right? Because I'm leading you down this pathway so I can define a term that is common, that is used in common parlance. Like, we all understand what the word sentenced means in common parlance. Like, we all understand what that means. But when I'm able to kind of bring you down this kind of semantics tree and I'm able to redefine it in this weird way, in this weird definition that I have, it means that I can totally like fuck up the question. Like, I can just dodge the question entirely by totally redefining terms in weird ways, right? Go to jail. Oh, I was more like me misreading the question, honestly. That was just me being fucking, I can't read, all right? But yeah, so sometimes that'll happen as well. But it's more of just the constant reframing and semantics arguments. Basically, just never engaging with the actual topic. Because, like, you know perfectly well, like, the question that you're being asked, you just refuse to answer the question. Right? That's why debating with people like Jordan Peterson suck, because basically you refuse to answer the question. At least with people like Jordan Peterson, or sorry, with like people like Ben Shapiro or even Joe Rogan to a certain extent, they're willing to like answer the question. They may be wrong, but they will answer the question. They'll just answer it in a very like kind of sneaky way, right? But they won't answer it. Jordan Peterson just won't answer the question. That's why he's the worst. Because at least with, like, Ben Shapiro, you can, like, walk down this tree of, like, okay, so you said this is misleading because of this. Charlie Kirk, yeah, Charlie Kirk is the same way, where he's, like, he'll answer the question, but he's often just wrong, like, his answer is misleading. Alright? And I much prefer somebody like that, because at least I can prove that you're wrong. If you never engage with the question, then I can't have a debate with you. It's impossible for me to debate you if you refuse to engage with the question. Right? Part of having a debate is both being on the same page with like we both understand what's being asked, right? That's kind of a requirement to engage in the debate. These are all like right-wing pundits, right-wing talking figures. Oh, this makes it for sure. Bada bing, bada boom. I went too early, I think. Yeah. Never for real. Yeah, but again, these people, like, this is like, again, a lot of this debate shit is it's all very performative, right? Debates are not about who wins. It's about who you perceive to have won, right? Damn it. Debating is not about who wins. It's about who you have perceived to win, or who the audience perceived to have won. And if you're good enough at, like, kind of dodging the question and kind of twisting words in these funny little games, you can convince people that you have won a debate even though you haven't said anything, right? When you're having a conversation with somebody, then you're both kind of in agreement that you're trying to seek some kind of further clarification, right? I'm trying to explore the actual ideas when you're having a conversation. That's when you explore the ideas. Having a debate is a performative exercise in battle, right? You're trying to make you're basically trying to make the other person look stupid. That's what a debate does. That's why conversations, debates are functionally different. Leech Seed Kali Ice. I think Leech Seed Kali Ice would wear a MAGA hat. I think it's true. I think if you pulled all of the Calyrex Ice players, definitely a lot more MAGA hats. In 7 months. There's a barbecue happening at my work tomorrow. There's like a work-funded barbecue, but it's happening at 2 o'clock. And I get off of work at 11:45. So I will not be attending. Which kind of sucks, but hey, you know, fuck Morningside workers. Fuck morning production type shit. Actually, just fuck production in general, because I think Nightside production comes in at like 4. Damn, so it is really just like fuck morning production and fuck night production. Both production staffs are getting fucking royally screwed with these guys. It's all for sales. That's what I remember. It's all for sales, because those are the people that... Oh my god, I fucking hate sales. It's all for sales. All of these like performative company things, they're all for sales. Fuck. Best of one ladder. Best of one is diabolical. Iron Ball Kyogre. You're gonna get like fucking eject pack trick. I'm trying to think of the most devious strategy. You'll see Paraflinch in doubles. Oh, I almost had it too. Oh, by the way, I probably won't stream on Thursday again. Yeah, what's this deal with like Leech Seed Ludicolo? I mean, Kali Ice Leech Seed? What is happening? Where Kali Ichi has become like a thing. Like what metagame came to fucking discover this? Genuine. Does Leech Seed Leech Seed just genuinely helpful with like setting up? Like setting up a Leech Seed and then you just get like You can just protect and then you get like what, double the heal, or like you just get leftovers heals, or do you? I don't know with like, oh man, I could see it, I guess, but 12%. It's actually kind of a lot. 12% is not a small amount for sure. How does Leech Seed work again? Is it like stealing health away from the opponents and giving it to you, or is it like a? I thought it kind of worked like leftovers, it just gave you like 1/8 of your health back or something. Like leftovers gives 1/16. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess the double Leech Seed would force the switch, right? Leech Seed trap. Get Gothitelle with Leech Seed. Based. Is Cali Ice is the slow one, yeah? Or is Cali Ice the fast one? Mega bulk. I guess yeah, with bulk then the heals add up a lot quicker when you got bulk. I gotta look up Cali Ice stats. Yeah, 100. Those are insane defense stats, and then HP being like 100 HP is like nothing to scoff at. It's just such a mixed bulky set too. I think that's what really like does it. It's not like it's physically or specially bulky. It's just bulky in general. How does it stack up against like other restricteds though, right? Is that level of bulk enough to kind of stop the, like, a Miraidon going buck wild on that horse? Because it still feels like Miraidon is the bad bitch of the format, right? Or is it just the horses and Miraidon? It's an ice type? True. Oh, I forgot I needed to press W. It's doomed. I did not cook. Type chart exists, I forget. Zamazenta has been the thing. Is it just because Zamazenta has the one fucking, like... What does Zamazenta have? Does it just, like, blow up other Pokemon because of its, like, whatever, like, sword ability or whatever the fuck? Its item or whatever? I forget. Because I thought, like, I remember watching a video about, like, how Zamazenta is actually, like, dog shit. Oh, wide guard. When is somebody gonna fucking put my goat Dialga? I desperately want my goat Dialga to be meta, bro. Raises defense and has... Dude, body press is crazy. Bro, if Wolfie uses Dialga or Palkia on his team, my soul will actually be his. If he brings Dialga or Palkia to Worlds, I would cry, bro. I'd cry beautiful tears. Or I don't know, even like fucking Rayquaza, bro. Just bring like Dialga, Palkia, Rayquaza. Kyogre's a little bit basic. If he brought a Groudon, even though I love Kyogre more than Groudon, if he brought a Groudon, that'd be sick. Just bring a cool Pokemon. Don't bring like some because like he's gonna do like some shit with like Lunala. Knowing Wolf, he's gonna like go and play Lunala, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, but like everybody knows Lunala, bro. Exactly, bro. The fucking power creep, man. I just want Dialga or Palkia to be relevant, and they're not because their abilities are so shitty. It's a goddamn tragedy, bro. Ah! If you could get Dialga and Palkia, if they had a better, like, hidden ability, imagine how goated, dude. What did it? Hold on, I'm gonna look up. Snorlax, real shit. Why? It has a hidden ability called Telepathy, which prevents it from being affected by moves that target users' allies. It's actually not bad. It's not bad. It's actually not terrible. I guess it's not horrible, but wish it was better. Wish it was better. Exactly. It's not terrible. I just wish it was better. What's the stat spread on this bitch? I gotta check the stat spread. What's the spread? It's a special attacker with decent bulk. It's just slow. It's just kind of, I think it's got an awkward speed stat. It's just got 90 speed stat, which is just not fast enough or not slow enough. If it was like a 60 speed and like it invested those 30 stat points in like other things, it would be way better. It's just in awkward speed tier, unfortunately. And then its origin form is like, it's just like, okay. Its origin form is slightly better, but it doesn't really do anything. What's its move pool, I wonder? I love Dialga. What can it do? Metal Claw, Dragon Breath, Roar of Time. There's probably a signature move. Dialga, max power 150, PP. It's but it has a recharge. Yep. Okay, so it's useless. So so Roar of Time just sucks, unfortunately, because it has to recharge. Bulldoze. Sunny Day has Rain Dance, Sunny Day, Sandstorm, useless. Or it's not special. Thunder Wave. It's got Rest, maybe? It got Trick. It's got all the attacking moves it needs. It's got Trick Room, but again, it's like such a weird speed stat. I don't even know if it wants Trick Room. It just doesn't really have anything, bro. It's got Roar, which I guess is cool. Yeah, it's just such a... Again, 90 is just such a strange speed strat. It's just such a strange speed stat, right? Kyogre and Chirkrum. I just wish it was like slower or right 90 is it's just you wish it was slower or you wish it was faster. If it was like 100 or like 110, that's like okay. Then we can kind of treat this as kind of like a fast special attacker. Because again, it's like a 150 special attack is never going to be bad, right? Like if you have stats like Dialga, you always have something, right? Marcus, thanks for the good luck. I appreciate it. It's a water type. Well, also, like, Kyogre just has shit that's very, like, synergistic, right? And also, Kyogre is, like, the numero uno rain center, and will always be the numero uno rain center. If somebody sets rain better than fucking Kyogre, then Kyogre is going to be irrelevant, right? The reason why Kyogre remains relevant is because he sets rain really good. And also Origin Pulse, where he can just deal, like, 1,000,000 damage if he's full health. He's got sauce. Water spout? Yeah, sorry. It's just like Kyogre has shit. There's not really a lot of ways to use Kyogre, but if you want to use Kyogre, he's there, right? If you want to use a rain team, it's like... Who's better in rain than Kyogre, right? Damn, I'm just not hitting level 8 today. I guess I haven't really touched this game in a week, so it's kind of hard to imagine myself being consistent, but even still. You still want it to happen, right? Also, I'm kind of just I've been trolling for like 2 hours today, so haven't really taken this shit too serious. Got a couple things I gotta do tomorrow. Oh. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen, but... back to back until you have to win the second game. You're like, man, best of 3 sounds great, and then you gotta win the second game, you know? When you get that first win, you're like, shit, I gotta do this shit again, bro? I guess that's why you're not the GOAT, Miras. I should have just restarted, but I had my other hand down at my side, so I didn't want to press the restart button. Because you're having fun. Why not, bro? If you're just doing it for shits, then fuck it. Just make sure you have other shit to do. I think this is very much like a fuck around, have fun type thing, but like... if you don't have any, like, major goals, like, I think if you're not trying to achieve a goal, if you're just trying to, like, fuck around, have fun, then just, like, I don't know. Make sure you have some other goal you're trying to achieve on the side. I always think you should be trying to achieve a goal. You should have a set, like, you should have a thing that you do where you're trying to, like, achieve a goal. You have a set out, like, thing that you want to do, and you have to do that thing. Try to achieve something, but what is it? I want you to explicitly define it for me. If you cannot explicitly define top 500, exactly. There you go. If that means something to you, if doing that means something to you, then that's fine. Right? It doesn't matter what other people think. I think you're getting too caught up on, like, the societal, you know, acceptability of going for top 500 with Ludicolo. Who fucking cares? As long as you have a goal and you're trying to do some shit. What the fuck? Sorry. As long as you're trying to do some shit, it doesn't matter. It's why I'm gonna play that stupid blocky hockey game, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun, and I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be comfortable with it because I have a goal. Because I wanna play in the BHL as a goalie. I want to be a good goalie. That's my goal, and it's a competitive league. I want to beat other people. I want to play competition. I want to be competitive, Ramirez. I want to play a competitive game against other people. That's cool to me. I'm really excited for this. Dude, it's playoffs time, which means that, like, coming up very shortly, it's going to be the off-season World Junior Championship. The open tournament where anybody can play. If you suck at the game and you've never played before, this is the tournament that you start off with, the World Junior Championship. I'm going to play in that shit, bro. I'm so excited for it. I want to practice. I want to practice and I want to get really good. So when I play in the World Junior Championship, I got people saying, like, damn, who is this kid? Well, kid is, you know. But you like, you know, you get it. Like, who is this guy? Who is this guy we've never seen before playing like this? And then I'll get picked up by a junior team. They're like, hey, this guy's you've got a lot of potential. I want to pick you up. And then I get trained. Then I play a full season. And I do that. And you know what? Maybe that's probably where it stops, honestly. After I play a couple seasons in the JBHL, that's probably I become ineligible, and I'm ultimately not good enough for the actual BHL because goalie spots are really hard to come by. To be good enough for the BHL, you have to be really good. It's not just about being the best. It's about being really, really good. I saw a goalie that last year was easily the best goalie in the JBHL. Like, easily the best goalie in the JBHL. He's now the bottom tier of the mid-league. Nobody cares about the mid-league. It's called the it's called the NAMHL. I call it NAMHL. It's called NAMHL. And nobody cares about it. And there's a bunch of really good players that kind of just stuck there because they're good enough, but there's just not enough space for them, right? You're good enough to play, but you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? You could theoretically play, but you're just not better. You're just not as good as everybody else is. And so that's why you're not being picked up. That's why you're fucking limited to this NAMHL spot. And as a goalie, it's harder because you have to be that. You have to be even better because there's only 8 starting goalie spots. And if you suck, then guess what? If somebody's it's not that you suck, it's that somebody's just better than you. It's just competition. I wish some people see it as like, I'm good enough, so I deserve a spot. I deserve to play. You don't deserve shit. You only deserve it if you're better than everybody else. You have to look at the other people. Everybody wants that spot. You have to be better than everybody else. The fuck? Hold on, I'm gonna read that message after I beat level 7 one more time. I don't know why I died there. You just asked a deep philosophical question that I know I'm gonna have to ponder. I just want to play for a little bit longer before I begin to ponder. Man, my level 8's just not here today. Okay. Sheep. Do you think it's bad to do a good thing just to be seen as a good person? No. Because at the end of the day, you're still doing a good thing. I think if you spend like just imagine a scenario where a bad person spends their entire life doing good things because they want to be seen as a good person. Are they a good person? Or are they a bad person? Right? You're kind of just like what the fuck? Like maybe that person is bad. Maybe that person in their entire time thinks evil thoughts about how they want to kill everybody and how they hate the world and they want everything to blow up. But they just, you know, they spend their weekends volunteering at soup kitchens. It's kind of this very much a Minority Report thing. You can't know if a person is good or bad. You can't know that because you can't see inside of somebody else's mind. You can only have an idea of what they are by their actions. We can only make assumptions on what people actually are. We don't know what people actually think. We can just... All we can do is assume what they think or what they actually believe. It's all assumption. So if you spend... What if it's about money? Well, everything we do is inherently selfish. We all do things to make ourselves feel good, alright? People who do charity aren't doing charity just because they're like, oh man, I really hate this, but I'm going to do it to be a good person. No, a lot of people do charity because they want to feel good. They do charity because it's, you know, to feel good, and that's fine. I think there's this infatuation with like being this selfless, being selfless. Give up everything to help somebody else. How wholesome. No, it's not. What the fuck? It's not wholesome. You're killing yourself. Do shit that you like to do. And a lot of the times, it's going to be helping people. Because if you're a human, and you kind of exist within the same like moral framework that we all exist in to you know, kind of be a part of society, part of that buy-in is by being a good person. I feel good when I help people. I feel good when I can be of assistance. So I try to help people when I can. Because it makes me feel good. So yeah. I think that when we start overthinking things like good actions, I think when you start to overthink the reasons why people do things, it can lead you down some really bad roads in certain situations. That kind of just invalidates all my point. It's important to understand the motives of why people do things, but sometimes it's equally as important to just not give a shit, right? Sometimes motives are important, but sometimes it's just better to just be like, yeah, that's whatever, you know? Maybe I just like, I want to see people as good. Or just at least pretend that people are good. Just to make myself feel better. Being based as always. I don't know if it's based. I think I said a lot of contradictory shit at the end. So it kind of invalidates a lot of the points I made, because I feel like I haven't really thought this completely through. So I'm not amazingly happy with what I said, but... I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But it's the pursuit of perfection that leads to being better. I'm sorry, I didn't realize the audio wasn't coming through. Dude, that's dead ass funny. Hold on.
Existing is not winning. Winning is winning. Losing is winning. Trying to do something is winning. Whether you lose or whether you win in that attempt to do something means that you have won because you are trying.
That's in the general of my Discord server. That's in the general of my Discord server. My lighting is so bad. Oh my god, it's hilarious. That's so fucking funny, bro. It's so funny, bro. Bury me, bury me. Oh my, that song is hilarious. If you knew the man, that song is so much context. That's hilarious, bro. It is kind of a good quote. Winning is winning. Losing is winning. You're trying, and that's what matters. That shit is kind of a good... That's kind of a peak quote, bro. Shit, I might have to write an inspirational book. I might have cooked. I did see. That's crazy. Why Twitch do me like this? I mean, I guess you get to watch me more, so fuck it, right? We ball. Hey. Hey, gamers, ballers ball, bro. Shooters shoot. Fuck it, we ball. It's sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes it just is what it is, and you have to stop overthinking it. Existing is not winning. Losing is winning. Winning is winning. It's true. It's fucking true. Trying is winning. If I could edit that better with like my face being more full screen and like with better lighting, bro. Oh man, if that clip had better lighting and if it didn't have a shitty camera, dude, shit would be peak. It's a good speech. It's not good enough to just exist. Shoot fucking higher. Stop being a bitch. Shoot higher. You're better. Just because you're here doesn't mean that you get the fucking privilege of being based. You gotta fight for that shit. Shoot higher. Walk out of bed and do something. Lose, win, it doesn't matter. At least you tried. It's better than every single person who didn't try at all. Ah, goofy gamer. Yeah, these full runs are going to be a disaster today, boys. I'm just saying it right here. Sheepo 3 is not getting past level 6 today. He'll maybe have a solid... I'll give him a solid 3 chances of getting past 6. On pace. You get a solid 3. And that is all. Ooh! I nibbled on the tip. Kind of a hot 4, potentially? Yes, sir. Actually, a fucking... a steaming hot 4. Let's see what I get on 6, huh? Potential? No. I think I was 1 frame off. Happens to the best of us. We can't win them all. Oh, I accidentally paused. Well, that's gonna cook the time. Go, go, go! Pop! And jump. Very nice. Watch this level 3. Keep watching. Continue to watch. Oh, what did I say? I told you to keep watching. And look what happened. Oh! Never mind, don't watch that for. It was okay, you didn't have to watch. I take back everything I just said. Blinkus man! How's your fucking Roblox game or whatever you're making these days? Bro, what's my level 3 consistency? Not feeling it? It's okay. The most horrific level 4 on God's green earth. I might have to say it. Yikes. I lost 2 seconds. No motivation? Hey. I actually have so... You do not know how much it is totally okay to feel like that. I went through the same thing for a while. I'm kind of cooking right now. Can I just chill for... I want to continue to talk about this, but... No! Oh, shit! Oh, dude, what a run I had. I had such a fucking run, bro. Look at that. The comeback on level 7. And the comeback on level 7 and level 8, bro. Oh, man, that sucks. That fucking stinks, bro. Sorry, Blinkus man. The reason why that is a copy pasta is because I said that earlier on stream. That was a Sheepo3 quote. Existing is not winning, winning is winning, losing is winning, trying to do something is winning. Whether you lose, whether you win, in that attempt to do something, it meant that you have won because you are trying. That was a quote that I said earlier. Unintentionally. I didn't mean to be inspirational. It was actually about something completely different, but it ended up being very inspirational. No, but okay, so I'm trying to think because I went through the same thing. When I first, so in the process of making, so the thing is, like, I have been working on a video that I just recently finished, as in, like, I just exported the video yesterday, and it's fully exported, it's all, like, edited and all that good stuff. I have it in my folder, and I've been working on that video for over a year. And it shouldn't have taken as long, but for a long time I didn't have motivation to work on it. Why didn't I have motivation to work on it? Because for a long time I was searching for a job, and then I found a job, and then after finding a job, it's like I'm trying to, you know, adapt to this new environment where I'm like working for this long, and then I go home and I'm like, I have to do more work, and it felt like, I think the thing that kind of stopped me is like kind of just a general lack of, like, I don't want to do anything. But then also a lack of feeling like I'm making progress. I think that's ultimately what stops me a lot of the time. It's when I'm feeling like I'm not taking a step forward, right? I want I want life to be a staircase where every time I take a step, I feel like I've taken a step. I can see myself tangibly improving it. And then sometimes with like the creative process, especially with stuff like the creative process, it feels like you're not taking steps because sometimes you'll try something, you'll try to do something cool, and it just won't work. And you're sitting there like, I'm so mad because this shit isn't working, right? And so you have to like, it feels like you're taking a bunch of steps forward, and then you have to like retract all that progress because it just didn't work out, or it doesn't work. Exactly, but it's very demoralizing, right? When you don't know how to do something, or you're trying something new and it just like it's not working how you want it to work, or it's not looking how you want it to look. I went through a lot of that with my color correction, right? I said I want to finish my color correction today. And then I would just spend like an hour working on this color correction, and I try, and then it just nothing was hitting. Nothing like worked the way I wanted it to, and then I'd end up just like walking away from my computer, just laying on my bed for an hour, doom scrolling, because I had no motivation to work because everything I tried just failed, and I'm just like, I don't fucking. It was very frustrating. Creativity is really fun when things just start to work, I think. You'll like the way I get in a mode, I think I've discovered this, is that I'll get in a groove when like everything I'm trying is just working. I try to do something, I'm like, oh, what if I did this? And then I watch it back, I'm like, oh my god, it looks so cool. And I'll go on the next thing, and I'll just do that, and it'll be awesome and super cool too. And like everything I'm doing is just hitting. I feel like that sometimes. What the fuck are these lyrics, bro? What is that? These are. This is. Yeah, these lyrics make no fucking sense without context. Without, like... These lyrics make no fucking sense just reading them. This feels like you're just yapping about a bunch of fucking bullshit, bro. This is... It's so crazy to read this, and I'm like, what is happening, bro? This is fine. It's not for me. Fits my stream. Well, I feel like I make more sense than this person does. Their pictures depict their personalities. Kingsley, Clemmy, Cole, and Perrine. What the fuck? There's lore. There's so much lore to this song I do not know. What is happening? Hey, that's true. That's existing is not winning. If you add the rest of that quote, then it makes sense. I can listen to this entire song and not understand shit. You need way more context to understand this. You need a way more context to understand this song. You need much less context to understand that quote. There's difference. You need so much more. There's the level of context you need to understand both works of art is different. I don't really want to keep listening to this respectfully. Sorry, sometimes I'll be scrolling through my YouTube and I'll get like music compilations. You ever get like music like big like fat like 30-minute like compilate? Because I'll listen to music on YouTube and I'll get like these like recommendations towards like these larger like playlists, and sometimes as they're to get people to click on it, because I listen to a lot of like gamer music, I'd say gamer music, electro stuff. They'll sometimes have like attractive anime girls as their thumbnail to get you to click on it. And sometimes I find it really funny because sometimes their boobs are really fucking funny. And it's like, there's just no way. There's just no way that is like physically possible. That cannot exist in reality. It's like their boobs are so big and they're so prominent. And it's such a fucking like, it is like you have like, it's like a fucking, it's like a box, bro. It's like you have no drop whatsoever. It's like it's like the magical weightless boobs, bro. You'll just have these gigantic things, and they'll just like, they sit like a shelf, bro. It's like, that's not how they work. That's not how these, like, not only is it like the amount of like support you would need to make that happen would be fucking ridiculous. You need to, dude, you would actually need to like carve a wooden shelf and use that to get them to sit like that. There's just no way. It's crazy. I'm sitting here just like looking at it like, this is not like the I just find it really funny when boobs defy physics. I think that's great. I like that a lot. It's not even like it's not even attractive. It's just like, it's just really funny. Magical, physics defying breasts for the male gaze, I guess. Weightless boobs? Bro, it's fucking, again, like I said, magical, physics defying. I'm using headphones. It's true. You, doggo, don't pretend like you haven't seen what I'm talking about, okay? Magical, physics defying. Magical breasts for the male gaze. It's true. And I'm like, it's like the on the Nightcore. Oh, it's always Nightcore. Doggo is actually right up my alley. It's always the fucking Nightcore shit, bro. And it's like, bro, and it's always on the most petite girls too, bro. It's like on the tiniest little girls, and I'm like, bro, you must have the strongest the strongest back. Bro, these girls must have ripped fucking back muscles. Just so fucking just fucking monsters to carry these things around, or just diabolical levels of back pain. It's one or the other. It's either these chicks are fucking yoked, or they want to kill themselves. It's either they're yoked or they want to kill themselves. It's really one or the other, bro. Yeah, it's really crazy out here, bro. The destruction of the human body for the pursuit of a more attractive figure. Plastic surgery has actually destroyed. Plastic surgery has cooked so much. Because at first it was like Photoshop and it was filters. But then when people figured out that, like, holy shit, plastic surgery is getting so good, you can just, like, have that shit for real. It just changed the game in such a, like, dramatic way. It's not realistic. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think the problem is that, like, whenever people depict, like, muscular women, it's like it's just these gigantic fucking, like, these hulking monster women that are just like being like 6'5" and like a fucking with like biceps bigger than my thighs or whatever. And it's like, okay, I know a lot of very strong women that are like kind of small. They're just wiry. Why don't we get those kind of women, you know? I need... Oh, of course. There's Nazi everything. You think you're gonna get away with your fucking nice, innocent community without a little bit of Nazism? You fool. You fool. After your community gets to a certain size, Nazis are inevitable. I just have a hard time calling the furry community, like, wholesome. Because I still think, like, until proven otherwise, I still think the genesis of furries is not wholesome. One does not become a furry by being just a wholesome little gamer. This is not how this works. People are not dressing up in fursuits just because they're like, oh, this is really cool. No. You're not dressing up like a dog just because you think it looks cool. Some do. I don't fucking buy it. I do not buy it. Respectfully, I don't buy it. Have you played the game Grow Garden on Roblox? As just one. I haven't played Roblox in a long time, doggo. It's been a hot minute since I've touched Roblox. I should play Roblox, man. I should play Roblox again. Why don't you buy it? Because it feels like there's some level of like the concept of furries was, it feels like inherently sexual because it feels like so kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I am just so like innocent though. I just, man, I don't know why I can't believe that, right? Because when you add the sexual element to like furries, it makes so much sense in my head, right? It's like, yeah, I can understand why people would be attracted. Like I can understand why some people would be like attracted to this kind of stuff, right? Oftentimes it's sexual, but not inherently. But I think like if the genesis, I feel like the genesis of that community was built because of sexual desires, no? I don't think so. Dude, maybe I should do more research into this. This is actually a moderately interesting topic to me. Like a moderately fascinating topic. Wow. Somebody just... Damn, what a crazy bot comment. Damn. This person just says yes. Flat out yes. It's founding. Interesting. Self-expression. Maybe that is just... It is just self-expression. Maybe. I don't know. I guess that leads to a broader question of like, are any of these niche communities, like, are all these niche communities kind of formed because humans are just horny as shit? That's also an interesting question. Because furry to me is such a strange thing, because there wasn't like, oh man, it's because there wasn't like one thing. Because like when I think of a fandom, usually I think of like some founding piece of literature that was based around it, that create like if I think of like why people are super into Star Wars, well, I can look at like the Star Wars movies, the Star Wars literature, and I can be like, okay, people like the story of Star Wars and they like the characters in the universe. It makes sense to me. But with furries, it just feels like this totally like alien thing. It comes out of nowhere. I think it's just stigma. I think it's also just that a lot of furries are just a little bit more, maybe a little bit more open than they should be about the sexual elements of the community. Because there are sexual elements to any community, right? It's just like at what level is it accepted inside of the broader community? And maybe it's just that furries are a little bit too freaky for their own good. And it kind of prevents them from having broader acceptance among the world, I guess. Damn, how do I miss 5? I'm cringe, bro. If I hit 6, I'm gonna be sad. I didn't hit 6, so I'm happy. For all eternity, humans wanted to be freaky as fuck. It's true. Nobody talks about it. But it's true. They just didn't have fursuits back then? Skill issue. Do you think that knights that put, like, wolf ears on their armor to make it more intimidating, were they the original furries? When samurai would put wolf ears on their armor, or knights would, like, put animal aspects in their armor, they were the original furries. Do you think that in the medieval times they had the concept of cringe? They probably did. But what was cringe in the medieval times? What was the purpose of cringe? What was cringe in medieval times? Was it like being poor? I guess that just applied to most of the population in the feudal time, so I guess maybe not. Since the creation of cringe would probably be more of a peasant thing. And all the peasants were, like, equally broke, right? Embarrassment for other people. Damn. That's so so many syllables to say cringe. You have any, like, cultural taboos? What's like a cultural taboo, bro? I'm trying to think of, like, an American, like, because American culture, like, super diverse. Like, what's an American culture taboo? Like, something that everybody would kind of agree is, like, you're weird. Like, it's kind of I guess, like, cooking your steak, like, well done or something. Something like that. But I don't know if that's, like, an American thing, specifically, you know? But cooking your steak well done is weird. You shouldn't be doing that shit. I think that shit should be shamed. And if you're not shaming that shit, then, like, come on, lock in. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird to think about, like, specific, like, cultural stuff. I think for the longest time, I haven't seen, like, American culture as, like, a thing, I guess. That was really interesting. It's like, for the longest time, I didn't think, like, Americans had culture. I was so, like, I don't know. I was always taught about, like, other cultures, other ideas of culture. But, like, I'm an American. I don't have culture. And I'm like, now, I realize that's some bullshit, bro. But culture is complex, and you start to realize, like, how weird and complex culture actually is, and how fast it changes. Like, culture changes really quick, bro. I think like, whenever I think of culture, I just think of food, honestly. I think food is just the easiest embodiment of culture. Have a good one, Doggo. That's what I imagine in my head. Just like the original embodiment of culture is just like food, because food is, like, you know, the power of food as a social tool cannot be understated. Food is very important to the world. The way we exist with others, food is very critical. Taking other people's food culture? What, you just, like, make shit and you're like, hey, we took pizza and stroganoff on it? Bro, please. I think more culture should... I have a Roblox games. Dude, I've been wanting to play that Build-A-Boat game. The Build-A-Boat looks fun. I want to build a boat. There's a lot of Roblox games I should play. I just haven't had a lot of, like, desire to play Roblox for me was always, like, kind of like, it's a filler game for me. I don't really have a desire to go after any particular Roblox game. It's just nice as, like, a nice filler game. Just, like, in case I need to, like, waste a stream doing some bullshit, I can just play some Roblox. It'll be a good time. It's a little too easy, but I suck, so it should have a nice enough challenge to it that I'm not good enough, so I can just do some dumb shit and fuck around and maybe it works. You know? Pizza with ketchup? Oh. I don't like that you typed that in my chat. But you shouldn't brag about that. M&M's pizza, we done it? I mean, I guess if you have a cookie crust with chocolate sauce and M&M's on top, maybe. Don't ever put no fucking ketchup on my pizza. Like, at that point, is it really a pizza, though? Is it really a fucking pizza if it's not like... There are 3 essential elements to a pizza. It's dough, sauce, and cheese. Okay? Those are the 3 essential elements of a pizza. It's a pizza Brazil says it is. I think that's some cap, bro. Yeah, I think you're stretching the definition of pizza too much. Or maybe I'm just gatekeeping. Maybe I'm just gatekeeping. Hey, fuck it. Do whatever. Do some dumb American shit, bro. I mean, you know, God forbid we do it here in America. Do some dumb shit. Fuck it. Put some stupid shit together and call it a food. I mean, like whenever I put together fucking applesauce and yogurt, people call me a freak. I think you guys just really like chocolate. Not a bad thing. Ice cream pizza? I don't hate that. I actually saw it one time. I like ice cream. I just wouldn't put it on pizza. I'd put it next to pizza. I think the thing is like, would this be better if it was separate? And I think I would rather have a slice of pizza and then a bowl of ice cream, right? You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting the ice cream on the pizza, I'd rather just have them separately. I think they'd be better. I'd gain more enjoyment out of the food if they were separate. If you're combining 2 things together, that would gain you more joy if you ate them separately. I think that it's a meaningless combination, right? The point of combining things together should be that your enjoyment of the 2 things maximally increases. When I combine yogurt and applesauce, I enjoy both things more because of the combination, right? That's why I mix them. It's not because I need space or something. It's because I want to increase my enjoyment of my food, so I mix ingredients together. I mix these things together. Okay, at this point, like, this is just a pizza shape. This is not pizza. Like, this is not pizza. It looks cool, it's not pizza. It looks like pizza. It resembles pizza. Shit ain't pizza. At this point, you're just fucking with me. At some point, you have to have definition. I'm not gatekeeping. If pizza is anything you want it to be, then the word pizza is meaningless, okay? Definitions have meaning because there are limits to the definition. Not everything can be pizza. I will gatekeep in Girl Boss and Slay. Because I think that definitions are important for us to understand the world. If I pointed at the sky and called it a chair, you'd call me an idiot. Rightfully so. Okay? Because nothing about the sky fits the definition of a chair. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I like pizza a lot. And I want to eat pizza right now. I also like ice cream a lot, and I also want to have ice cream right now. We have lunch pizza. Eating pizza for lunch is... You put that shit on some dough, you actually... You put that shit on a pizza crust, you might be speaking my language, bro. That shit, like, I mean, look, the with shit with some cheese, brother. I love pizza. I've realized that I love pizza so much, I want to make it healthy. I want to make healthy versions of pizza so I can eat more of it. I want to eat, like, healthy, calorie-conscious pizza. So I can have more pizza. I want to make pizza with, like, the fucking California... Like, not in the California... Cauliflower. You know how people make cauliflower crust or something? I want to do that shit. Cauliflower crust pizza. I want to do that shit. California pizza. I mean, California pizza is technically a style. I don't consider it a style of pizza. But some people do. Oh, there's like a pizza place that does like the California style, which is basically just putting a bunch of weird toppings on pizza. Hold on. I'm actually going to look this place up because like I know they have some like crazy shit on the toppings. Hold on. I need to look at the... What's the crazy shit that they put on their pizza? Papa's Pizzeria goes hard. As in the game? Pizza of the day. Let's see. They've got mushrooms, garlic, olive oil, and herbs. Actually, that's not ridiculous. That actually is a totally sensible pizza. Never mind. All these pizzas are totally realistic and understandable. I just prefer to go to my local slice shop because these guys only sell like the whole pizza. I like to go to my local slice shop that's like right around the corner, bro. That shit. I went there at 5 o'clock and on Friday. I think the stupidest thing that I do with my pizza that I like with my pizza, that kind of defeats the purpose of pizza, because the purpose of pizza, the reason why pizza works, by the way, is because tomato sauce balances out the richness from the dough and the cheese, right? If you just had dough and cheese, it wouldn't be balanced, but if you had the tomato sauce adds balance, right? That's the point of the pizza, and toppings are supposed to like complement that and like add balance and whatnot, add new flavors. I like a good meat lover's pizza. If there's one thing I fucking love, it is a good meat lover's pizza. When it's just like pepperoni, sausage, bacon, ham, what's another meat I can think of? Probably another type of sausage, salami, like all, like just as many fucking meats as you can think. Just throw them all on top. That shit, it'll give me heartburn, but I love that shit, bro. I love a good meat lover's pizza, bro. I am a meat lover, bro. You ever had like a thick meat lover's pizza that has way too many toppings on it? That shit is fucking, oh my god. It is so unhealthy. It is so bad for you. I love it. The amount of oil is going to shut down my arteries. I do not care. Put a ridiculous amount of meat on my pizza, please. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying I like a little meat with my pizza. If I pull up to the gay club and I order a meat lover's pizza, I'm not suggesting anything. I just like a little bit of bacon on my pizza, bro. It's not suggesting anything. I just want a little bit of meat on my pizza. God forbid. A man likes pepperoni. God forbid a man loves a little pepperoni. I actually want to go on the Domino's app and I want to see like what's the sluttiest pizza I can make. How much meat can I put on one fucking Domino's pizza? And I kind of want to order it. It's probably going to cost me like fucking $50. I want to do this. What monstrosity can I create from the Domino's app? Because if there's one place you go for fucking stupid pizzas, it is fucking Domino's. I hate Domino's. I will never not preach the gospel of hating Domino's. But they do kind of offer everything in the book for a pizza. If you want to, you can put anything on fucking pizza. Next time I get past level 3, I'm ending. No way. Okay. I don't want to watch that clip. Hold on. I want a theory. I want to understand this theory. I want to limit test the Domino's app. How much meat will they let me put on a fucking pizza, bro? I want to limit test Domino's. The effects I'm using on the video look super cool. Don't you love when that happens, Blingus Man? Like you're making an effect and then you fuck around with it a little bit and it's just like, damn, this shit looks so sick. I love when that happens. That's my favorite part. That's why being a creative is so fulfilling. When you make some cool shit and you're like, damn, that's cool. Hold on, I gotta lock in. I think I'm too early. I think I'm tripping balls. No! I fat fingered the pause button. Ah! Yeah, it's cooked. What a embarrassing way to throw a run. What an embarrassing way to throw a run. Okay, hold on. It's an embarrassing way to throw a run. I fat fingered the pause button. You ever had like a dude, a thick? It's a great clip. I love that. It's a fantastic clip. I like that a lot. I enjoy that. It's a great clip. Hold on. Okay. Let me go to the Domino's app. Okay, I'm gonna limit test the Domino's app. Let's go for delivery because I need somebody to fucking deliver this shit. I need to add my home address. Does it show my home address when I'm on the Domino's app? It does. Can I hide? I believe I can. Hold on. This is we're playing with fire here, boys. Okay. Okay. We're going to drag it in. Bam. There we go. Sheepo3 leaks his home address. Can't I just hide it? What if I... Okay, hold on. I'm going to drag this. Hold on. I can redo this. As in, I don't hide my fucking address. As I don't leak my shit. If I just carry out. Hold on, I'm just gonna... You know what? I'm just gonna type in a random fucking address. There. In fucking Oregon. Alright, here we go. We're in Oregon. God damn it. Okay. Build your own pizza. Here we go. All right, we got it. I'm limit testing what Domino's can do for me. Domino's, what can you do for me? How fucked up can I make this goddamned pizza? I think we're gonna keep it hand tossed. I think it's best if we keep it hand tossed for sure. We want to know garlic crust seasoning. Yeah, fuck it. We'll get it large. Keep it hand tossed. All that good shit. We want extra cheese all the way. Sauce. Just tomato sauce. We're gonna go normal. Meats. I want literally everything extra. Maximum topping? Oh, fuck you, Domino's. You disgusting piece of shit. You disgusting fucking piece of shit. You monstrous fuckers. I don't want a quality pizza. I want you to fuck my livers, Domino's. How much can I do extra? I can't do anything extra, you fuckers, Domino's. End your lives. Never mind. I hate this. Just another reason to hate Domino's. Another reason to despise Domino's. Don't order pizza from Domino's, ladies and gentlemen. This is a PSA from Sheepo3 to the people of this world. Do not order from Domino's, and don't eat it because you can do better. Because Domino's tastes like mid. It is unparalleled mid. I would rather have a shitty pizza because it at least gives me something. It fills me with emotion. Domino's fills me with nothing but fucking sadness because it is so boring. Domino's tastes what boredom feels like. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun, but I've got to get out of here. I'll speak to you probably on Friday. Either way, peace. Bye.